Hello everybody and welcome back to the Colonial Airstream channel. My name is Tommy. I'm one of the technicians here. I'm also the lead installer for a product that we're going to talk about today. We're here to talk about Battle-Born lithium batteries. You may have heard of them. Today we're going to show you to them, and we're going to go over the features, the benefits, and all of the other things that go with it. So first and foremost, we need to talk about the product itself. We offer the full Battle-Born line, but the two that we're going to keep in stock and that is our best sellers are going to be the Battle-Born GC2H and the Battle-Born 112H. The H designation after the part number means that they have internal heaters in them. That's very important for lithium batteries. Both of these batteries are going to be rated at 100 amp hours of total capacity with a discharge floor of 0. What that means is out of those 100 amp hours, you can use all 100 versus a traditional lead acid battery where you can only use 20% and an AGM where you can only use 50% of the rated amp hours. On top of that, they have a continuous discharge current of 100 amps, so you can use everything that the label says. You can charge the batteries at 50 amp hours each. What that means is if you have one battery, we can charge it at 50 amps. If you have two or more batteries, for every battery you add, you can go up an additional 50 amps to a total of about 150 is where most of your chargers are going to top out on the high end. As I said before, these do have an integrated heater in them. It's very important that we use the heater when we're trying to charge the batteries when they're cold. With Battle-Borns, you can discharge them down to -4 without damaging them, but they will stop allowing charging at around 25 degrees. They will turn off and no longer allow current into the battery. By enabling the heater with either a switch or with a constant screw that we have here, you're going to tell the battery once it gets down to about 35 degrees, the battery heaters are going to come on. It's going to consume its own energy internal in the battery until it gets up to about 45 degrees. Then it's going to turn off. It's going to repeat this cycle as many times as needed. It's very important that we only turn on the battery heaters when we intend on charging the batteries from shore power. You can also turn them on if you intend on charging from solar. You just have to make sure that your solar is going to be able to keep up with the demand for the heaters. The heaters, when they are in use, draw up to about 1.8 to 2 amps per hour. So if your solar is not capable of regenerating that charge, don't turn the heaters on and don't even try to charge them. Although Battle-Born markets these batteries as a drop-in solution, they are not an exact drop-in. They will fit in the footprint of a 27 or a 31 series batteries, which is very popular in most of the coaches and our Airstreams that we offer here. We also have the GC2 footprint, or the golf cart battery. Either one of these will fit very nicely in an Airstream battery box. The GC2s leave a little bit more room for some extra accessories that we install in there that we're going to get to at the end of the video. You can't just plug and play these. They don't just go right into the coach and then you drive down the road a happy camper. There are some other components that either need to get modified or replaced so that you get the best life and the proper charging rates out of these. Lithium batteries get charged at a much higher voltage and a much higher current rate than traditional AGM or lead acid. So with that comes some other components that we need to upgrade to. The first one, of course, is going to be your solar controller. The solar controller in your coach or your motorhome right now may or may not be compatible with lithium batteries. If it's not compatible, we recommend upgrading it to one of the Victron MPPT solar controllers. It's one of the better ones on the market. It has Bluetooth connectivity, and it's also it has multiple charging profiles, so that if you have the lithiums and you want to switch out to a different technology down the road, Victron's got you covered. To enable the heaters, we're going to have to use a switch. We offer a few different switches depending on what style you'd like to go with and depending on the specific install that we're doing. The one that's most popular, we actually take this weatherproof switch, we mount it right into the battery box next to the batteries. The switch you only turn on again when we're intending on charging the batteries when they're below 35 degrees from shore power. We have the weatherproof one here we mount outside the coach. We also have a keyed switch inside the coach that we can put in so that you can't turn it on accidentally. And then of course we also offer the stock one that comes with the Battle-Born batteries. There's a little switch in here as well as a wiring harness. In addition to this, we're also going to upgrade or change out your converter. The converter is what's going to be responsible for taking that shore power, converting the AC into DC energy so that we can charge the batteries correctly. Now you may ask, okay, my batteries are charged. How do I know that they're charged? And then how do I know how long they're going to last? With lithium batteries, the voltage window is very narrow, okay? A fully charged lithium battery is at about 13.4 volts. For argument's sake, a fully dead lithium battery is at about 12.9 volts. So that little tiny window makes it incredibly hard to find out how much capacity is left in the batteries. And that's where this guy comes in. This is a smart shunt from Victron. What this does is we actually hook it up in place of the ground wire coming from the negative side of the battery. One of the wires goes to this side of the shunt, then all of the loads or your circuit board from the trailer is going to go to this side. These little fins inside here have a calibration to them. What that's going to do is that's going to allow us to measure the amount of amperages that is going or coming into the battery so that we can count the amp hours and we can get every last little bit of juice out of these. Battle Born does offer a 10-year warranty on their lithium batteries with an 8-year full replacement and a 2-year after that proration. We have yet to see a Battle Born battery fail here at Colonial, and we have installed quite a few of them, so it's a product we feel comfortable standing behind. Now, on top of the customer service that you're going to get from Battle Born, which is exceptional, you also get the Colonial experience from allowing us to install them in your coach. Either myself or one of my coworkers is going to do the repair, and that's going to give you the peace of mind of knowing that the repair was done right. And if any questions, concerns arise in the future, you have that Colonial team behind you to back it up. If this is something that you're interested in having installed in your coach, we do have a few different solutions ranging from 2 batteries in the tongue to 4 batteries under the bed. Sometimes we do 6 batteries with a larger inverter where we can power not only the microwave but also the air conditioner off of just batteries. If this is something that you are interested in, please contact our team over at Colonial. What we're going to do is we're going to email you a questionnaire. The questionnaire is going to be 12 questions long, and it's going to range from what's your coach, what's your tow vehicle, how do you intend on using the batteries, do you want to run the inverter or the microwave off of it. That's going to help us to better design a system for you, knowing what your requirements, what your needs, and what your wants are. If you'd like to install these batteries in your coach, please give us a call at 1-800-265-9019 and ask for service. You're going to get one of our lovely advisors who are going to be very knowledgeable on the subject. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to drop something underneath this video. We'll get back to you as soon as possible with the answer to your question. Again, my name is Tommy. I thank you for watching, and if you could go ahead and put a like down there at the bottom, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you and have a good day.